Good day everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft snapshot for version 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update. And today we've got some very exciting features all revolving around caves. So I actually missed two snapshots. I'm a bit late to the party on this one. I've been really busy with college and stuff, so yeah, forgive that. But basically there's two snapshots that came out in between since I reviewed the last one, and they added this. So this, believe it or not, is actually underground right now in Minecraft. We are very far underground, and this is the new cave generation. But we'll get to this stuff in just a second. As you can see, glow lichen is also growing up there. And this is really sick. So this is kind of part of the new cave generation, but we'll get to this in just a bit. I'm going to cover the last snapshot first, the one that I missed, and that has everything to do with these guys over here. So these are part of the new Lush Caves biome, and the Lush Caves biome basically will be only accessible from the surface, I believe. You can only like directly find them from the surface. So the way they'll work is, so you'll be walking around like normal, and you'll come across these leaves, and basically there'll be like a hole underneath this, I believe, and then that'll be your way to get down. They haven't implemented this yet, obviously. These things don't actually generate naturally in the world yet. They're still being developed. Obviously this is a snapshot, so you can get them, however, from wandering traders. So you can, if you find a wandering trader, trade for these things here in specific. But yeah, so basically if you find these things, they're really good because they'll bring you down to your Lush Cave biome. And down in the Lush Cave biome, you can see this just grew actually. So these guys over here are cave vines, and these will grow off the ceiling, as you can see, and they will also grow glowberries. And glowberries are a new food source. They're also a new light source. So if I clear my effect here real quick, as you can see, cave is super dark, but the glowberries are providing a light source underground, which is really cool because we don't really have a natural light source underground in Minecraft apart from lava, I guess. So yeah, these will be the new kind of naturally generating light source in different caves. So as you can see, these will just generate naturally off the top of the cave when you find your Lush Cave biome, and you get a preview of what that does there. So yeah, these guys will spawn in Lush Cave biomes, as I said, and you can also harvest the glowberries by right clicking, and it'll just drop like that, and you can eat it, of course, just like normal. So bam, there you go. And you can actually grow glowberries on these cave vines by right clicking, so that's really cool too. So say you just found some of these and you wanted to make a glowberry farm or something because they're decent for light source or whatever you want to do, you can just bone meal it like so, and you can grow all the glowberries you want. And also these little guys over here are called Azalea Bushes, by the way, or like flowering azaleas, I guess. They're just kind of like a smaller version of this, so they'll basically grow into this. I think it's how it's going to work. I think they're going to grow into that. So yeah, that's glowberries. And also these guys up on the ceiling, they're, as you can see, dripping particles, and they look really nice. These guys are just Spore Blossoms, and they don't do anything at the moment. They're just purely decorational, but I'm sure they'll add some form of use to them in the game. They're not used for any recipes as far as I know, and they just drip these particles. It would be really cool if what they did is if the particles gave you some form of effect if you walked under it. Yeah, I think that would be a nice feature to add for those guys. But anyway, moving on, we've got the drip leaves, and this is the small drip leaf right here, and these will actually spawn on clay and underwater. So they need moisture is basically why they're on clay and underwater, because they're called drip leaves, so it kind of makes sense. So this is what the small one looks like. It generates naturally like so, and you can also right click it with bone meal, and it will then turn into a large drip leaf. And if we stand on the large drip leaf, as you can see, it will fall after a few seconds if you stand on it. So what we can do is, I can see this being used for parkour. I can definitely see this being used for parkour. It absolutely will be, 100%. So they are solid at first. So you get maybe like 1 second on it, of it being solid, and then it'll just gradually fall through. So you can tell it's kind of, so there's like 3 stages to it. There's like fully up, like half fallen, and then fallen, and it'll go back up after like 2 or 3 seconds, I think. So yeah, that's drip leaves. They're a really cool feature to the game, and I believe they will be used a lot in parkour. I can definitely see them being used in parkour as like timed jumps and stuff. So yeah, that'll be really cool. Also, there is this stuff which is basically moss. It's just regular moss, which I'm surprised hasn't been in the game before. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's here now. And we also have moss carpet, and you can craft your moss carpet. You can put 3 of them in a crafting grid, and you can get your moss carpet, or you can put 3 regular moss in a crafting grid and get your moss carpet, the same ways you make wool into carpets in Minecraft. So now that we've discussed some of the features in, well, all the features I think in the Lush Caves biomes snapshot, we're going to move on to the new cave generation. This is the really exciting stuff, because this adds a game-changing feature to Minecraft, and the game-changing feature is basically the world is bigger, is what I'm trying to say here. So the height limit was changed to, it was increased from 254 blocks, I think it was, yeah, 254 blocks, to it's now 384, I believe, something like that. So I left a hole here somewhere. Yep. So as you can see, if you look at my coordinates out here, we're at y equals minus 27. So we're 27 levels below 0 in Minecraft. So y equals 0 is up here, right? So this is y equals 0. And this is where the Minecraft world used to stop. So you would mine down and bedrock used to be here and the world would just end. But now it keeps going and there's more caves generating down here, and we can also keep going down and down and down and down and down until we get to y equals 64. So, or y equals minus 64, sorry. So this is y equals minus 64 here where this bedrock is. And that's the new end of the world. So the Minecraft world actually goes from 64. I'll just show you the height. Okay, I've accidentally flooded the cave, but that's fine. Anyway, so I'm going to just literally build a pillar straight up to the world height and show you what it's like to go from the top of the world to the bottom in Minecraft. Okay, so this block is now placed at y equals 254, so that's the old build height limit to Minecraft. This was as high as worlds used to go, so it would go from 0 up to 254, which is this block right here. But now, it just keeps going, so you'll notice my frames are getting way worse, so they haven't really optimized it properly yet, but the build height has been increased quite a bit actually. So yeah, it's still obviously work in progress stuff, but yeah, it's kind of nuts to be honest. So the new build height, I will keep going and I will show you where the new build height is. And here we are. Y equals 320, and this isn't even like, it's not even 320, it's 320 plus the 64 for the caves. So we are super high up, like you can't see the ground anymore. I'm at like 10 render distance or something, I think. 60, this is 16 render distance and I can't see the ground. How ridiculous is that? Yeah, the reason they've increased the world height is because they're obviously doing a lot with the caves, so they need more space to work with for the new biomes and new cave generation. And they've made it higher because of the new mountain biomes that are going to be added. And the reason, like, obviously, when you think about it, it's the Caves and Cliffs update, so it makes perfect sense for Minecraft to be expanding like up and down at the same time. You can't just make it go up because then the caves wouldn't have much space. So they've had to kind of just go into the negatives for that. And with the mountains, obviously they'd have to make it a lot higher because the new mountain biomes look absolutely nuts. And they're probably going to be like up to this, well, not this height exactly, but they'll probably be like up to here somewhere, the new mountains that generate. So they're going to need a lot of space for those mountains. Like imagine like that's ground level right there. That's ground level. It's like 64 or something there. So imagine like climbing a mountain that is this tall. Like that's going to be ridiculous. This is 300 blocks tall. Like, oh, I'm so excited for the update. Honestly, it's gonna be the. I think this update could rival the update Aquatic. It actually has me so hyped, to be honest. Like, this is such a huge thing for Minecraft. They're increasing the height of the game. They have like never done that. So yeah, I'm so psyched for this. I'm so hyped. Psyched. I just said hyped because it's on my brain. Okay. Anyway, so I forget which side I put the hole on, but we're just gonna go down. So I'll show you what it's like to drop from the top of the world in Minecraft to the very bottom. 384 blocks. So here we go. We started at 320, and we're just literally dropping down here now, and we are down to 40, we just passed 30, 20, 10, and here is y equals 0, and we're still going, and we're down to y equals minus 64. There we go. So yeah, 384 blocks is the total height of a Minecraft world now, which is ridiculous, or the total build height at least. You can go higher with like jump boosts and stuff, obviously. So yeah, crazy stuff, absolutely crazy stuff. It's crazy that they went into the negatives, so I didn't think they'd ever do that, but they actually went into the negatives on y coordinates, which is very, very nuts to me. But they might change that later, I have no idea, but it is really cool that they've done that though. So as far as the new cave generation goes, this is basically what is called a cheese cave, and a cheese cave is like the holes. They described it as the holes in Swiss cheese. These form like massive caverns. Basically, they're like huge areas that are like kind of dug out like holes in the Minecraft terrain generation. And also you can see the stuff generating on the walls there. So there's cheese caves, which is this one, and then there's also spaghetti caves. Spaghetti caves are kind of like the older version, where you'd have like a massive cave system that went like into different like tunnels and stuff. So don't worry, it won't just be all this. There will be still the old cave system as well. See if I can like find a spaghetti cave somewhere maybe. They don't like, I think the bigger caverns are a lot more common now than the old spaghetti caves, but they might balance it out more in the future, who knows. Like, as you can see, there's some really weird terrain generation going on right here. Like, look at this. What is this right now? This is just a massive ceiling of stone. And there's also like massive water caverns. Like, look at this thing. What am I looking at here? This is all water, by the way. Like, what? There's just one like little stone thing going across to stop. It's like a dam. It's just one dam to stop this water flowing over. It's, oh my god, the cave generation is so crazy now. There's also a mine shaft after going through this one here. Like, this is nuts. This is so nuts. And they're still like working on it the whole time, so it will probably change even after this snapshot, but it's really exciting to see how everything works. It really is. I'm so psyched for this update. It looks fantastic so far. Like, I'm really digging the whole huge caverns thing. I don't like the way that diamonds are so visible, though. I don't like the way that diamonds are generating right now, because there's so many diamonds and they're so easy to find. Granted, it's a lot harder if you don't have night vision, but if you do have night vision coming down in the caves, you can see like a cluster of diamonds there. There was one on the floor somewhere there, I think. Yeah, this one there. There's more there. You know, there's just so many, and they're so easy to find. So they'll have to do some kind of nerfing there with the ore generation too, probably, I would imagine. So yeah, the thing with the new water, well, not the new water, but the way that water generates down in cave systems now is it's called an aquafire, and an aquafire basically means that a cave has its own local water level. So you know, the overworld has like whatever it is, y equals 60 or something, where water can't generate higher than that. Where you see like ocean biomes and stuff. Now caves have their very own version of that. So that's what you're looking at right here. This is an aquafire, and it's at -25 in this cavern, but it can generate anywhere below Y31. So anywhere up as far as Y31 on the surface, like upwards. They can generate all caverns can generate their own aquafires below that, so you can get caverns with water levels like right here. As you can see, like it cuts off right here, like it cuts off at this very point. You can also have magma cubes or magma blocks generated like so right here. There's a fish after spawning in the cave. Okay, so we have magma blocks generating right here, because you can get massive places of water, like over here for example. This could be up to the ceiling here. In certain situations, so you would want to have like little pockets of air where you can catch some breath. So yeah, they're still rolling out snapshots every Wednesday for this update, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because of the whole Y level height changes and stuff. That was the big thing for me. So I'm really excited for them to start introducing the mountain biomes and the extra cave biomes. That's going to be really sick. And I'm especially excited for the new shulker biome, or whatever they're going to call it. It's like the deep darker, wherever it is, down the very end of the world, that place. I'm so excited for that, because it's going to have the warden and everything. Oh, it's going to be great. So yeah, that'll do for this snapshot. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm still trying to make these every week whenever they release a new snapshot, so if you want to stay tuned, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy or you found it useful. But yeah, that'll do for this one. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.